waking up to the truth of your own power requires you to stop looking for a seat at someone else's table and start building a kingdom of your own. You have spent too many years letting the world tell you where you belong and what you are allowed to have in this one life. The space you were meant to fill is currently empty because you have been too afraid to claim the authority that was given to you at birth. It is time to stop acting like a guest in your own existence and start moving with the weight and the intent of a person who owns the ground they walk on. Your history is not a cage, but a foundation for the massive success that is waiting for your command. The heavy silence that follows a period of loss is the perfect time to gather your strength and plan the move that will change everything for your family. You might feel like you have been pushed aside or forgotten by a system that only values those who are currently at the top of the pile. This distance from the noise is actually a hidden gift that allows you to see the gaps in the game that others are too busy to notice. You are not a victim of your past, but a leader who is waiting for the exact right moment to strike with total and absolute certainty. Every day you spend in the shadows is a day spent making your resolve as hard as a diamond. Choosing to walk away from the shallow fun of the crowd is the price you must pay if you want to hold a level of power that lasts for decades. You cannot expect to reach the peak of your potential if you are still trying to fit in with those who have no vision and no drive for greatness. The path to the top is often solitary because very few individuals have the heart to endure the friction of a real and honest climb toward the light. You must be willing to be the outsider who is focused on a goal that makes the uninspired feel a bit uneasy about their own lack of effort. Your isolation is the forge where your character is made ready for the crown. A new sense of focus will take over your mind when you realize that no one is coming to save you or give you the life you want. You have all the tools you need inside your own chest to create a reality that is full of wealth and peace and a deep sense of purpose. This self-reliance is what turns a regular person into a legend who can command the respect of the world without ever raising their voice in anger. You are the architect of your own destiny and the only judge of how far you can go and how much you can win today. By taking total ownership of your choices, you are taking back the keys to your own future. The voices of the doubters will start to fade into the background as you begin to move with a level of speed and power that they cannot comprehend. Those who once told you to stay in your lane will be the ones watching from the sidelines as you sail past the limits they tried to place on your name. You do not need to answer their critics or prove them wrong with your words, because the quality of your results will do all the talking for you. Your success is a silent roar that proves you were always meant for more than the scraps of a basic and average life. You are moving with a fire that cannot be put out by the rain of the world. Developing a spirit that is as tough as iron requires you to be honest about the mistakes that led you to give up your power in the first place. You must look at your own habits with a sharp eye and cut away anything that makes you soft or keeps you from being at your absolute best every morning. This internal house cleaning is what makes you a person of substance who can stand firm when the wind starts to howl and the pressure starts to rise. You are not just building a career, but a legacy that will provide a shield for those who come after you in your family line. Your grit is the foundation of the empire you are building. Real growth happens in the hours when you are tired, but you choose to keep pushing toward the vision that only you can see in the dark. You are training your brain to ignore the comfort of the couch and the call of the easy exit so that you can become a master of your craft. This discipline is what separates the ones who talk about the win from the ones who actually hold the prize in their own two hands. You are building a level of skill that the world is willing to pay for in gold and in a deep and lasting respect for your work. Your labor is the bridge to the life you have been dreaming about for years. The world will try to convince you that you are being too bold, or that you should be happy with the small slice of life you have right now. You must refuse to settle for anything less than total and absolute freedom from the rules and the maps of the uninspired who have already given up. Your hunger for greatness is not a flaw, but a sign that you have a purpose that is much larger than the tasks of a common and quiet existence. When you reach for the top, you are showing everyone what is possible when a soul refuses to be caged by the low expectations of a shallow and distracted society. You are a pioneer. A deep peace will settle over your heart when you finally realize that the crown has always been yours to wear if you were just brave enough to take it. You do not need a sign or a special invitation to start moving with the authority of a leader who knows their own value and their own high path. This message found you today because you are finally ready to reach your full capacity and understand that the wait is over for good in your life. By choosing to act with total intent, you are proving that you have finally taken back your mind from the habits of the crowd. Your potential is a fact that is ready to be made real.